Hey, it's your friend Steve. Welcome to another episode of Your Friend Steve, the podcast. I don't think I've ever done like a real intro. I usually just go into like whatever I'm going to talk about for the day. But this is just like a mental health. This is pretty much like my blog, my diary, diary. Um, it's kind of like what being friends with me is like. I do most of the talking. I'm kind of funny sometimes, and then sometimes you're going to be like, "Why are we friends?" But anyway, how's everyone doing? I hope everyone's mental health is fucking great. I'm doing all right. But I don't know. Sometimes like depression sneaks up on you. It's like a very like weird thing to do. Um. Anyway. Um. So I was walking. So I started walking again. It's only been one day, but I mean, I used to walk all the time. Um. Like a real Walker McGee I am. But I started walking, and I was like, I live by a lake. This guy was fishing. I was like, man, wouldn't it like suck to be a fish? I mean, like you're under the world, like under the world. Well, yeah, under the world. Dealing with black mermaids. I won't get into it. Um, then, then all of a sudden, like you're like walking and it's like, oh shit, look, there's a freaking like cheeseburger in front of me. I'd be like the worst fish. I would be like caught instantly. I'd be like, oh shit, um, like a freaking hamburger's like right in front of me. I'm gonna fucking eat it. Or like they get like those. They're like, oh yeah, this looks like this is like another fish, and they think it's like something to eat, like another fish. Then they have like the sexy lady um they're catfishing fish. Like they have like this little lure. It's like to get other fish that eat fish to like, oh look at this sexy woman look at this sexy fish down there. Don't you want it? They're really gaslighting fish at this point. And then they catch the fish, and sometimes they like all they do is just take pictures of it to put on their dating profiles. Sometimes I get like if you eat the fish, that's cool. I'm not cool, I guess not for the fish, but I mean like if you hunt and you keep the animal, like you better eat that bitch. I love it. I mean, I would hate to be a fish or a deer. Deers are delicious. Cows are delicious. Most animals are delicious. Um, so they're probably not good for you. Anything that's like tasty, not good for you. I would be a vegan in a heartbeat if I didn't love bacon. I think I could like give up like maybe a steak like every month. Like most of the month I could be like, pretty good, like nail it, and then just like all of a sudden like I'll be like I need a burger. Steak, burger, that's it. Everything else, oh, and bacon. Steak, burger, bacon, nothing else. I'll give up everything else, be a good boy. Love animals. I do love animals. I think I think I could like if they just started normalizing giving animals like normal names, I probably would be like, I'm not gonna eat Janice. I mean, Janice has a lot going on for her. I'm not gonna eat my dog. My dog's got a good personality. Um, my dog's looking at me. Hey, Ollie, you want to be a guest on the podcast? No, he doesn't. No one wants to be a guest on here with my tiny mic. Um, but yeah, just I would be fucked. Like if I was a fish, like you put Angela White in front of me, I'm like, oh yeah, and I'm like, oh, I get closer. I'm like, oh, all right, I'm about to smooth this over. That's the worst thing about me is I have too much confidence. I think if I was put in a room with Angela White, I could get her number, or at least like a date, or like if she was single, I was single. I'm clearly single. I don't think there's a woman alive that I couldn't charm her pants off. I don't even not charm her pants off. I think I could like, I got the confidence. Like I got a face that should not have confidence, but I have too much. I have too much confidence, and that's my downfall. Because then I go like 100 miles per hour at love and like women, and then they're like, "Oh no, stop!" And I'm like, "All right, I respect that. I respect that." But it's like I'm already going 100 miles per hour, so like I'm not gonna like crash into you. Like I'm driving the car and I'm going like 100 miles per hour, and I'm like, oh shit, look at that fucking sweet deer. I don't know. Anyway, just driving down the road, and then I see a deer. And I'm like, maybe I'll just hit the deer. And then the deer's like, nah, I'm good, bro. I'm like, consent with hitting a deer. Don't think so. Deers, just suicidal deers. What's up? Sometimes I just look at the deer and I'm like, oh, bro, you just want to get hit today. Or maybe not. I don't know. I don't speak deer. Or I do. Maybe I do speak deer. I just never, like, went up to a deer and I'm like, hey, what's up? How are you? How are you, deer? And then she goes, you don't know me like that? I don't know why deers have sassy attitudes to me. I think deers are probably like, the cuckolds of the animal kingdom. They're very shy and timid. And then you get the deers in the sheets. Bambi, close your eyes. Mama's about to do something dirty. It's 6 minutes in. Make a sexual joke about Disney. I think I'm going to try to start a social media campaign to be the next Subway officiate? Mascot? Am I a mascot? Spokesperson? That's probably better. Mascots are just like weird furries that we like, oh, yeah. They're the bulls, so they got a bull mascot, though it's all, people playing the game. Sure, makes sense. Anyway, I want to be, because I like to walk, right? So if I like start walking and then like I walk to a Subway that's like close to my house and I start eating Subway and losing weight, I could be the Subway guy. But it's like I don't touch children, so it's like good, because it was a good. Jarrett was good. Didn't know what Jared did with his 6-inch on the side, but for the most part, he was a motivational guy. Like, I got motivated. I'm like, dude, look at this guy. He used to be like a fat fuck like me, and now look, he can fit 2 of himself in his pants. Very motivational. And I think if you actually did walk every day and you just walk to a Subway every day, you probably would lose weight. I could lose weight. But Subway, give me free Subway for a year. Let's do it. Give me free Subway for a year and I'll lose 100 pounds. And then we could talk about me being a spokesperson for every year. I don't want to be a forever. Because I don't want to be famous. First off, don't want to be famous at all. Secondly, I don't want to be famous for Subway. Just because I hit on women a lot, and I know if I get famous for Subway, I'm just going to start doing, like, dick jokes with Subway, and I don't think that, it'll be cool for a little bit, but then all my punchlines are going to be like, hey, baby, you like that foot long. And then it's weird, and then you make women uncomfortable, and then you get fired. It's really actually bad to be a spokesperson for anybody. But I want to motivate people to lose weight, because I also want to motivate, because, like, every girl I talk to, I'm like, hey, date me for a month, then break my heart so I can lose all this weight. Or I'm like an excellent boyfriend and you end up with a great boyfriend. I just haven't been in a relationship in a while. Actually, I don't think I've ever had like an actual fucking girlfriend. For like, no, maybe like a week. I don't think so. The comments will be very cruel because that's how everyone on the comment section thinks I'm a virgin, which is fine. I was a virgin for a long time. I lost it like 29. I just was never. It's weird because if you know me, I'm kind of a sexual person, but then also like sex doesn't really like thrill me at all. I'm just not like. I got too much guilt. I got too much like Catholic guilt in me. Even though like I wasn't Catholic growing up, we went to an Irish church. I think it was just Christian. I don't think it was Catholic. I don't remember. Hell doesn't seem like a great place. I don't know. Sex before marriage. I mean, I've already done it. Allegedly. Actually, it'd be cool if I was a virgin. I mean, whatever. I applaud. Like, I talk to women. Like, I match with women on, like, dating apps. And they're, like, 25, 26. And they're virgins. That's fucking awesome. That's awesome. Because it is tempting as fuck to fuck. Yeah. Explicit, sorry, YouTube. But, you know. Everyone's cool. Like, you don't have to, like... Whatever you're into, it's perfectly fine. Like, people are, like, always like, oh, I'm a virgin, I'm this, I'm that. And, honestly, if you're you step out of the crowd, like you're actually really cool as fuck. I hope you know that. But anyway, back to me being a fish and Angela. I just want to bang it. I think I could. I think I have all the confidence in the world. And then at one time, because I shoot my shot on women I should not shoot my shot on. And one time this woman was like, hey, no, I wouldn't, like, fuck you if you were the last man on Earth. And then I started thinking about it. If you were the last man on Earth, yeah, you would have, I mean, maybe not right away, but I mean, like, after a while, you'd be like, I do miss dick. There's no one else here. What am I going to do? And then I'm like charming, and I'm like, oh, doesn't it suck that we're like the only people here? And then after a while, you're like, you know what? He's actually not that bad. Like, first time, like, looking at him, I was like, he's not that good looking. But then I'm like talking to him. The thing about me is I do have the confidence that if I chip away enough at any woman, I can get any woman. I don't know if that's like confidence or delusion. It's probably delusion. It's a little both. It's confidence and delusion. Because, yeah, you put me in a room with Angela White. If you don't know who she is, stop this right now. Google it. If you're a man, take your time. Come back. We'll be fine. She's absolutely beautiful. She has, like, everything I love in a woman. So I don't have, like, extreme types in women, but I have certain types that I do like. So it's not like first off, usually I do not judge women on their physical appearance. I like personality. So, she has a good, from what I've seen, not really much personality that I've seen. But she's gorgeous. Pretty face, which is always a plus. Humongous titties. Always a fan. Maybe it's because I have mommy issues. I think if you're a titty person, you have mommy issues. And if you like butts, daddy issues? Uncle issues? I don't know. I haven't figured out that part of the theory. But I do think if you have mommy issues, you love big titties. But anyway, she's Australian, beautiful. I don't know why I'm explaining to you who a porn star is. Oh, by the way, spoiler alert, porn star. But yeah, I think I could like totally charm her pants. Mid-off. Don't have to fuck her. Just, I feel like I have the confidence enough to see her in a bar, approach her, make her laugh a few times, and then get her digits. Because I'm a good person to go out on dates with. Because I'm kind of funny. I'm a little funny. I'm kind of funny. Am I funny? Who knows? Anyway. Back to not talking about porn. Porn's great. Anyway. What else is new? I heard a dude the other day at a bar use a pickup line that I've never heard before. But it is signs that I'm maybe too old. Also, people talk way too loud around me, so I often hear like weird conversations. This guy goes, "Oh," they're talking, and she's like, "Oh, it's my sister's 21st birthday coming up," and he goes, "Oh, that's great. Like, what are you guys doing?" And she's like, "Oh, we're probably gonna go to a bar. First, we're gonna go to dinner with our parents, and then we're gonna go to a bar." And then she's like, "Oh," he's like, "Oh, is your sister as cute as you are?" And she's like, "Oh, well, here's a picture." And then first off, weird to approach your hot younger sister, but she shows him like a family picture, right? And he goes, "Oh man, your sister looks just like you. You guys are gorgeous, and your mom's gorgeous." And I was like, "Oh, okay, guy's charming." And then he's like, "Oh yeah, and your dad's really hot too." All right, that's interesting. And so he continues to go on this road about like how hot her daddy is, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'd love to fuck all of you." And I'm like, okay. Okay, talking about fucking her father in front of her. And like weirdly she's into it. Like she's like laughing and like now you're like gonna say he's probably joking. But the way he said it was not a very joking matter. Plus he kinda looks like he might, be into that. No. No one looks gay. Well, you could tell a few people who are gay. But a lot of people who are gay, you're like, never in a million years would I have guessed that. to each their own. People love dick. Some people love pussy. Some people love both. Those are like greedy people. You like both. You're like, but then again, your field is open. Like rejection, you could get rejected by a girl and go fuck a guy, or get rejected by a guy, go fuck a girl. I just don't like. I love gay people, but like the dick in the mouth, not for me. And then like, also like the dude just blows me all the time. I'm like, I feel bad that he's just like blowing me. Then also gay sex, like butt sex, is not also a top. Even with women, I don't like butt sex. I like everything about being gay except for like the penis. Like everything's cool. That's why I'm like slowly thinking, like, I see like this girl I know has like really short hair, and she's a lesbian. Which I have a weird thing for lesbians. It's because like I know they're gonna reject me, but like then I also have the confidence like maybe I'm very feminine, and I'm very open, and I'm funny, and I kind of have titties, so it's like training wheels for lesbians. And then I'm like, well, one day we're just gonna like make out, and it's gonna be good, and then she's gonna be like, oh, maybe I give dick one more try. Maybe I'm just bi. And then my dick cures her. No, being a lesbian's amazing. Being gay is great too. I wish I was born gay. I really do. I have way better luck with men than I do with women. Like gay dudes hit on me all the time. And not even like bragging, because nothing ever happens of it. But it's a nice compliment. I mean, like, at least someone thinks I'm fuckable. Like, I don't even care what you look like. If you think I'm fuckable, I mean, I'm gonna take the compliment and go with it. Anywho, love the gays. Last week I said fuck the queen, but I love queens. They're great. Like, overly gay guys are fucking amazing. First off, you are so fucking brave to be openly gay, because there's so many fucking douchebags that don't like gay people. Like being homophobic is almost like, oh, you're like a straight man, like, oh, you don't like gay people. Like people are almost like, oh, whatever, like I get it. I'm like, no, I don't get it. Like they're just, I get like, if they hit on you, just be like, oh, I'm good, thank you. What's wrong with that? A dude, funny story, a dude approached my best friend one time, and they had like a little conversation. I just go, I was like he asked him the time, and I go, he's like, oh, no, thank you. And he like walked away. I was like, what was that about? He goes, oh, yeah, he wanted to go to the bathroom and suck my dick. I'm like, what a lovely, mature response. Oh, no, thank you. Most straight dudes would be offended by that, I think. I don't think I would. I'd be like, oh, thank you. Aw. I'm just fishing for compliments. I am just a fish looking for compliments. Anywho, love you guys. What's new, pussycat? Sorry. My cat just walked by. I often say that to her. I go, what up, pussycat? And then she goes, I'm no pussy to you. Cancel me. Anyway, love you guys. That's it. We're going to end this week by drinking to somebody. Who's done anything cool lately? Let's drink to the gays. You guys are killing it. Female, male, whatever you want to be. Y'all are killing it. Doing a great job. I wish I could fucking dress like a gay person. Like these gay guys that have like all the fashion, and they're like, hats. Wish I pull off a hat. You don't realize. My head's too big. I can't bring focus to it. I have long hair now. I don't know. I want to cut it. But everyone keeps complimenting. Every time I'm like, you know what? I want to cut my fucking hair. Maybe trim the beard down. So, excuse me. Then I get a compliment. Like, the universe wants me to keep this long hair. Which, I'm almost 40. So, like, dude, having this hair, I'm like, fuck yeah. Anyway, sorry I'm making it about me. Love you guys. Check out the podcast that you're listening to currently. Drink to the gays. Drink to the straights. Let's just drink to everybody. You know what? It's been a couple shitty years. Let's just drink to everybody. Everyone has an alcohol problem now. Anywho, love you guys. Check out all the videos. Support me. Tell a friend. Tell 5 friends. Tell 7 friends. Tell 1 person a day that I'm kind of funny, and they should check out the podcast. It would help me out. Anyway, love you guys. Y'all stay classy. Also, fuck Hitler. Fuck him. Love you. Bye.